I'll run. Drew said he needs 5 minutes.
Okay. Will you find a way to tell the actors that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Drew has to fix something, so it's going to be about 4 more minutes.
No, I'm sure it's very slippery material. Yeah, whatever you feel. There's also like pin curl clips if you wanted to try those too.
Okay, I might try body tonight because they'll be less obvious, and then see.
No.
Do we have the splash and break for Ophelia's
That is what I
death?
just said. Click accept. David.
What?
Tell David to click accept. There's an airdrop from Marie's MacBook.
Got it. Something break?
I'm streaming work.
Oh,
I'll come up there.
that's a nice hand. Did you stream in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Drew, are you good?
Yep.
Hamlet. Oh, here they come.
What have you done, my lord? With the dead bodies?
Compounded it with dust where you escaped.
Tell us where 'tis, so that we can take it thence and bear it to the chapel.
Do not believe it.
Believe what?
That I can keep your counsel, not mine own.
My lord, you must go with us. You must tell us where the body is and go look for the king.
But the body is not the king. The king's a thing.
A thing, my lord.
Of nothing. Bring me to him. High fox and all after.
I have sent to seek him and to find the body. How dangerous is it that this man goes loose? But we must not put the strong law upon him. He's loved of the distracted multitudes, who love not in their judgment but their eyes. To bear all smooth and even, this sudden sending him away must seem deliberate. Pause. Diseases desperate grown by desperate appliances are relieved, or not at all. How now hath befallen?
If the body is in the stone, my lord, we cannot get from him.
But where is he?
Without, my lord, guarded to know your blood work.
Bring him before us.
Oh! You're the son! Bring him, my lord!
Now, Hamlet, where is Polonius?
At supper.
At supper. Where?
Not where she eats, but where she is eaten. A certain convocation of politic worm are eating at her. Your worm is your only emperor for diet. We fat all creatures else to fat us, and we fat ourselves for maggots. Your fat king and your lean baker is but variable service. 2 dishes, but 1 plate. That's the end.
Alas.
A man may fish with a worm that has eaten of a cat, and cat of the fish that has eaten of that worm.
What dost you mean by this?
Nothing, but to show how a king may go in progress through the guts of a baker.
Where is Polonius?
In heaven, send hither to see. But if your messenger find her not there in heaven, search her for yourself in the other place. But indeed, if you do not find her within this month, you'll nose her as you go up the steps into the lobby.
Go seek her there.
She'll stay till you come.
Hamlet, this deed for thine especial safety, which we do tender as we dearly grieve for that which thou hast done, must send thee hence with a fiery quickness. Therefore, prepare yourself. The bark is ready, and the winds have helped the associates tend, and everything is bent for England.
For England.
I, Hamlet.
Good.
So is it with our newest our purposes.
I see a chair of that seat then. But come for England. Farewell, dear mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
My mother! Father's mother is man and wife is one flesh, and so my mother. Come for England.
Follow him at foot. Tempt him with speed before delay not will have hence tonight. Away, for everything is sealed and done that else leans on this affair. Pray you make haste. And England, if my love thou hold'st at aught, or if my great power thereof may give thee sense, by letters congruing to that effect, the present death of Hamlet. Do it, England. For like the hectic in my blood he rages, and thou must cure me. Till I know 'tis done, however I have my choice, will ne'er be good.
Go, Captain. From me, greet the Danish king. Tell him that, by his license, Fortinbras craves the conveyance of a promised march over his kingdom. You know the rendezvous. If his majesty would honor us, we shall express our duty in his eye. And let him know so.
I will do it, my lord.
Go softly on.
Good sir.
They are in Norway, sir.
On purpose, sir. I pray you.
Against some part of Poland.
Who commands them, sir?
The nephews who will Norway, Fortinbras.
Does this remain in Poland for some 5 years?
Truly to speak, and with no addition, we go to gain a little patch of ground that half of it no profit, but the name, to pay for it 5 ducats. 5. I would not farm it, nor will it yield to Norway or to the Pole a ranker rate, should it be paid in fee.
I think the Polish never will defend it.
Yes, it is already garrisoned.
2,000 souls and 20,000 ducats will not debate the question of this straw. This is the abscess of much wealth and peace that inward breaks and gives no cause without a violent man dies. I am a leader, sir.
Governor.
Well, please you go, my lord.
I will be with you straight. Go a little before. Qualifications due perform history and spur my lord revenge. What is a man that his chief good and market of his time he must to sleep and feed? I do not know why yet I live to say this thing's to do when I have cause and will and strength and means to do it. While, to my shame, I see the imminent death of 20,000 men who, for a fantasy and trick of fame, go to their graves like beds, fight for a plot that is not tomb enough or continent to hide the slain. Oh, from this time forth, my thoughts be bloody, or be nothing worth.
I will not speak with her, Horatio. She is important if indeed distract. Her mood will needs be pitied.
Good she were spoken with, for she may strew dangerous conjectures in ill-breeding minds.
Let us come to her. To my sick soul, as sin's true nature is, each toy seems prologue to some greater myth, so full of artless jealousies, yet it spills itself in fury to be spilt.
Where is the beauteous majesty of Denmark?
How now, Ophelia? Alas, sweet lady, what imports the song?
Say you, nay, pray you, mark. She is dead and gone, lady. She is dead and gone. As her dead return, as her heels of stone.
Nay, but Ophelia.
Pray you, mark. White her shroud as the mountain snow.
Look here, my lord. How do you pay, lady?
Well, God isled you. They say the owl was a baker's daughter. Lord, we know what we are, but not what we may be. God be at your table.
Seats upon her mother.
Pray you, let's have no words of this. But when they ask you what it means, say this. Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day. Oh, and the morning betimes, and I am merry at your window to be your Valentine. Then up he rode and joined his voice, and thus the chamber door, let in the thou hast not come to my bed.
How long has she been thus?
I hope all will be well. We must be patient. But I do not choose but weep to think that they should enter in the cold grounds. My brother shall know of it. And so I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach.
Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night. Good night.
Follow her closely with watch and good. This is the poison of deep grief. It springs all from her mother's death. Oh, Gertrude, when sorrows come, they come not single spies, but battalions. First, her mother slain, next your son gone, and he most violent, although his own just removed. The people muddied, thick and unwholesome in their thoughts and whispers, and poor Ophelia, divided from herself for unfair judgment, without the which we are but pictures or mere beasts. Last, her brother is in secret come from France. He feeds on his wonder-geese head in clouds and wants not buzzards to infect his ear with pestilent speeches of his dear to death.
What noise is this?
What is the matter?
Save yourself, my lord. The ocean or peering of his lists eats not the flax with more impetuous haste than young Laertes. In a riotous head or bears, you are officers. The rabble call him lord, and as the world forgot it to begin, antiquity forgot, custom not known. The ratifiers and props of every word, they cry, choose we. Laertes shall be king. Caps, tails, and tongues applaud to the classics. Laertes shall be king. Laertes, king.
How happily on the little trail they cried.
This is counter to
The doors are broke.
Where is this king? I pray you give me leave. Oh, thou vile king, give me my mother. That drop of blood that's cold proclaims me bastard. Cries coupled to my father, braves the harlot, even here between the chaste unsmirched brow of my true mother.
What is the cause, Laertes, that thy rebellion be so giant-like? Let him go, Gertrude. There's such divinity doth hedge a king that treason can but peep to what it would act nothing of its will. Tell me, Laertes, why thou art thus incensed? Let him go, Gertrude. Speak, man.
Where is my mother?
Dead.
But not by him.
Let him demand his fill.
How came she dead? I'll not be juggled with. To hell allegiance, vows to the blackest devil, conscience race to the profoundest pit. I dare damnation, to this point I stand, that both the worlds I give to negligence. Let come what comes, only I'll be revenged most thoroughly for my mother.
Who shall stay you?
I will, not all the world, and for my means they shall go far with little.
Good Laertes, if you desire to know the certainty of your mother's death, 'tis writ in your repent that you will swift stake, draw both friend and foe, winner and loser.
None but her enemies.
Will he know them then?
To her good friends, thus wide I'll ope my arms, and like kind life-rendering pelican, repast them with my blood.
Now you speak like a good child and a true gentleman. That I am guiltless of your mother's death, it shall, as level to your judgment, pierce as big does to your eye. Dame!
Now, what noise is this? Oh, heat, dry up my brains. Tears 7 times salt, burn out the sense and virtue of mine eye. Dear maid, kind sister, sweet Ophelia. It's impossible a young maid's wits should be as mortal as an old man's life. Hadst thou thy wit, Didst persuade revenge could not move thus.
You must be down, 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 and you cover, lie down. So heavily we content. It is the foster that stole her master's daughter.
This nothing's more than matter.
There's rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray, love, remember. There's pansies. That's for thoughts.
Documenting madness. Thoughts and remembrance fitted.
There's fennel for you. And columbines. There's rue for you. And here's some for me. We may call it Herb Grace's Sundays. Oh, you must wear your rue in the difference. There's a daisy. I'd give you some violets, but they withered low when my mother died. They say she made a good end. For thorny sweet Robin is all my joy.
Thoughts and afflictions, passion. Hell itself she turns to favor and to prettiness.
And will she not come again? And will she not come again? No, no, she is dead. Go to thy deathbed. She never will come again. Her face was black, and so waxen was her fall. She is gone. She is gone, and we cast away all. God have mercy on her soul. And from all Christian souls I pray, God be with you.
You see this, O God.
Laertes, I must create your grief for you and advice. Go from the hearts, make choice of whom your wisest friends you would, and they shall hear and judge against you and me. If by direct or by collateral hand they find us touched, we will our kingdom give, our life, crown, and all else we can ours to you in satisfaction. But if not, be you content to lend your patience to us, and we shall jointly labor with your soul to give it due content.
Let this be so. His means of death, his obscure funeral, no trophy, sword, nor hatchment o'er his bones, no noble right, no formal ostentation cry to be heard, as 'twere from heaven to earth that I must call it in question.
So you shall. I pray you go with me.
What are they that would speak with me? Sir, they say they have letters for you. Let them come in. I do not know from what part of the world I should be greeted, not from Lord Hamlin.
Lord bless you, sir.
God bless thee too.
He shall serve.
And he plays it.
Then let the boy say.
It comes from the ambassador that was bound for England. If your name be Horatio, as I am meant to know it is. Horatio, thou shalt have overlooked this, to give these fellows some means to the king. They have letters for him. Ere we were 2 days old at sea, a pirate of very warlike appointment gave us chase. Finding ourselves too slow of sail, we put on a compelled valor, and in the grapple I boarded them. On the instant they got clear of our ship, so I alone became their prisoner. They have dealt with me like thieves of mercy, but if they knew what they did, I am to do a good turn for them. Let the king have the letters I sent, and repair thou to me with as much speed as thou wouldst fly death. I have words to speak in thine ear that will make thee dumb, but they are much too light for the bore of the matter. These good fellows will bring thee where I am. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern hold their course for England. Of them I have much to tell thee. He that thou knowest thine, Hamlet. Come, I will make you wait for these your letters, and do it the speedier that you may direct me to him from whom you brought them.
Now, Mr. Conscience, my acquaintance Celia, has put me in your heart for bread. Since you have heard, and can only hear, he, which had your noble mother slain, pursued my life.
So it appears. Tell me why you proceeded not against these feats, so crimeful and so capital in nature, as by your safety, wisdom, all things else humanely were stirred up.
For two special reasons, which may to you perhaps seem much as you beget to me, they are strong. Queen's mother is almost by choice. And for myself, my virtue, and my plague be either which, she's so conjunct into my life and soul that as the star turns not but in this year, I could not but by her. The other motive, why to a public count I might not go, is the great love which I will engender bearing, dipping all his faults in the reflections, would like the wood that turneth, spring that would turneth wood to stone, convert his sins to graces. Since that my arrows reverted back to my bow, not where I had aimed them.
And so, I have a noble mother lost.
And sister driven into desperate terms, whose worth, prices could go back again, stood challenger on Mount all the age for her perfection.
But my revenge will come.
Break not your speaks for that. You must not think that we are made of stuff so flat and dull that we could let our beard be shook and think it pastime. We shortly shall bring war. I loved your mother, and we love ourselves, and that I hope will teach you to imagine how now it is.
Letters, my lord, from Hamlet. This to your majesty, this to the queen.
From Hamlet? Who brought them?
Sailors, my lord, they say. I saw them not. They were given me by Claudio. He received them of him that brought them.
Your teeth shall hear them. Leave us. I am mighty. You shall know I am sending on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I beg leave to see your kingly eyes. When I shall first ask you pardon thereunto, recount the occasion of my sudden and more strange return. Hamlet. What could this mean? Is this some abuse or no such thing?
Know you the hand.
Tis Hamlet's character. Naked, and in a posture he says, alone. Could you advise me?
Lost in it, my lord. But let him come. It warms the very sickness of my heart. That I should live to tell him to his teeth. Thus didst thou.
It be so, Laertes. How should it be so? How otherwise will you be ruled by him?
My lord, I will be ruled. The rather, if you could devise it so, that I might be the organ.
Laertes, was your mother dear to you? Or are you like the painting of a sorrow, which makes you without a heart?
Why ask you this?
Not that I think you did not love your mother, but then the love's begun by time. And I have seen passages of proof. Time qualifies the very flame and spark of it. It lives within everything. Love, a kind of wick or snuff that would abate it. And let's come back. What would you undertake to prove yourself your mother's son in deed more than in word?
To cut his throat in the church.
No place indeed should murder sanctuarize, but, good Laertes, will you do this? Keep close within your chamber. When his return shall know you are come home. We'll put on those shall praise your excellence, bring you and find together, and bring her on your heads. He, being most free from all contriving, will not peruse with foils, so that you, with some little ease or with some shuffling, may choose a sword unbaited, and in a pass of practice requite him for your mother.
I will do it. For this purpose, I'll anoint my sword. I bought the unction of a mountebank so mortal that I'll dip a knife in it, where it draws blood. No cataplasm so rare collected from all the simples that have virtue under the moon, and save that thing from death that is but scratched withal. I'll touch my point with this contagion, and if I fall too lightly, it may be death.
It's further thinking this. Weigh what convenience both of time and means may fit us to our shape. If this should fail, or that our drift see through our bad performance, twere better not to save. Therefore, this project should have a back, or a second that might hold if this should blast and prove. Soft, let me see. We'll make a solemn wager on your cunningness. When in your motion you are hot and dry, as make your bouts more violent to that end, and that he calls for drink, or that he may have escaped your venom stuck, our purpose will hold there. How now, sweet queen?
One woke up, tread upon another's heels so fastly. Your sister's drowned there too.
Oh, where?
There's a willow that grows a slender brook. It shows the whole of fantastic gardens and she come with cruel flowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples. There, on the tender boughs are coronet weeds, clambering to hay. And you silver brook. And down, fantastic garland and herself. Clothes spread wide and mermaid like for a while we bore her up. Each time she sang snatchable tunes as one incapable of her own distress, or like some creature naked and endued into that element. Long it could not be. Their garments heavy with their drink, full of the floor edge from a melodious lake to muddy death.
Alas, then, she's drowned.
Drowned.
Too much of water hast thou, poor Ophelia, and therefore I forbid my tears. But yet it is our trick. Nature her custom holds. Let shame say what it will. When those are gone, the woman will be out. Adieu, my lord. I have a speech of fire that fain would blaze, but that this folly doubts it.
Let's follow her retreat. How much I had to do to calm his rage. No fear I just get started again. Therefore, let's follow.
She to be buried in Christian burial, willfully sought her own salvation.
Tell me she is. Therefore, make it very straight.
How can that be unless she drowned herself in her own defense?
Why, 'tis found so.
Well, then it must be, say, offendendo, it cannot be else. For here lies the point. If I drown myself wittingly, it argues an act. An act hath three branches, that is, she drowned herself wittingly.
Nay, hear you, good man Delver.
Now, give me leave. Give me leave. Here lies the water. Good. Here stands the man. Good. If the man go to this water and drown himself, it is wilhy-nilhy, he goes. There goes, she drowned herself wittingly.
What is this law?
Hey, there it is. Coroner's inquest law.
Will you have the truth on it? If she had not been a gentlewoman, she should have been buried out a Christian burial.
Get thee two on, fetch me a stoop of liquor.
In youth, when I did love, only thought was very sweet. For the contract all the time I held, and the thought was nothing neat.
Still a real feeling of his business that he seems at grave making?
Custom has made him a property of easiness.
Just even so, the hand of Whittle tapped the daintier sense.
That clawed me in its clutch. I shifted till the ground, as if I were never such.
This girl from the tongue the name could sing once. But the knave jowls it to the ground as if it were Cain's jawbone after the first murder. It might be a bit of a politician, which this ass now overreaches. One that might circumvent God, might it not?
It might, my lord.
Or of a courtier who could say, "Good morrow, Lord. Oh, so sweet, Lord. It might be, my lord, such a one that praised my lord, such a one horse, one that meant to pray, to beg it, might it not?"
Aye, good my lord.
Pickaxe and a spade for and a shrouding sheet.
Clay for to be made for such a guest as meet. A pickaxe and a spade for and a shrouding sheet. A pit of clay for to be made for such a guest is meet.
Whose grave is this, sirrah?
Mine, sir. Oh, a pit of clay for to be made for such a guest is meet.
I believe it. I think that it is thy deed, for thou liest in it.
Thou liest out on it, therefore it is not yours. For my part, I do not lie in't, and yet it is mine.
But that's why it say it is thine. Tis for the dead, not for the quick. Therefore thou liest.
It is a quick lie, sir. It will away again from me to you.
What makest thou do?
Well, for no man, sir.
What woman then?
I for none neither.
Who is to be buried in?
For one that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul, she's dead.
How absolute the name jowls us. Oh, we must speak by the card or equivocation will undo us. How long hast thou been a great maker?
All the days that are in the year, I came to it that day that old King Hamlet did overcome Fortinbras.
How long is that since?
Cannot tell that. Any fool can tell that. It was the very same day that young Hamlet was born. He that is mad and gone to England.
Aye, Mary, why was he sent to England?
Because he is mad. He will recover his wits there, or if he do not, it will not matter there.
Why?
Will not be seen in him there. There the men are as mad as he is.
How came he mad?
Oh, very strange.
Strange.
Faith, even losing his wit.
Upon what ground?
Why, here, sir, in Denmark.
will a man lie in the earth ere he rot?
I think if he be not rotten before he die, as we have many a pocky corpse nowadays, it will not hold the laying in it. He will last you some 8 year or some 9 year. A tanner will last you 9 year.
Why, he more than another.
Why, his hide is so tanned with his trade, he will keep water out a good long while. Your water is your horse and water is a sore care of your dead body. Here is the skull. This skull hath laid in the ground 23 years.
Whose was it?
Worse than that, fellows, it was. Who do you think it was?
Nay, I know not.
The pestilence on you for a mad rogue. He dumped a whole flagon of wine on my head once. This skull, sir, was Yorick's skull, the king's jester.
This.
Not.
Let me see.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest, a most excellent fancy.
He bore his back 1,000 times. And now how abhorred in my imagination it is. I bore dreams of it. And I hear on the slips that I kissed, I cannot go off. Where be your jibes now? Your gambles, your flashes of merriment that were once at a table on a roar. Not one now to mock your own breeding. Pretty Horatio, tell me one thing.
What's that, my lord?
Did Alexander look at this fashion in the earth?
Even so.
It's not so.
Even so, my lord.
To what base uses we may return, Horatio? Why, may we not trace back the noble Alexander to be stopping a bunghole?
Of course you consider it too curious to consider some.
No, they not a jot. Alexander died. Alexander was buried. Alexander, the dust is earth. Earth we make low. Whereto he was converted, would they not find the stopping of Uriel? Oh, that the earth which could set the world in awe, could hatch a wall to expel the wind of God. So, aside, here comes the king.
What ceremony else? What ceremony else? Must there no more be done?
No more be done. Profane the service of the dead and sing requiem in such rest to her as to peace party souls.
Lay her in the earth. And from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring. I tell thee, churlish priest, a ministering angel shall my sister be when thou liest howling. The girl Ophelia.
I hope I should decide in this way. I thought that God that you convinced you did not ask you later.
Oh, treble woe! Fall 10 times treble upon that cursed head, whose wicked deed thy most ingenious sense deprived thee of. Hold off the earth a while, till I have caught her once more in mine arms. What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis? Whose rays of sorrow conjures the wandering stars and makes them stay like wondered wounded heroes. This is I, Hamlet the Dane. The devil take thy soul. Now praise thou one. I bid thee
think I have for my throat. For though I am not savage and rash, yet I have in me something dangerous which let your wiseness fear. Pull off the hand!
Let them aside.
Well, I will bite him upon this theme until my eyelids will no longer wag. I loved Ophelia. 40,000 brothers cannot with all the quantity of love make up my soul. What will I do for her?
He is mad to your teeth.
For love of God, forbear him!
Fools! Show me what thou wilt do. I'll do it. Just come here to whine. To face me with leaping in her grave. Be very quick with her, and so will I. And if thou create mountains, millions of acres fall upon us.
This is mere madness. Oh, how fit for a God.
What is the reason that you use me thus? I loved you ever. But it is no matter. Let Hercules himself do what he may. The cat and the dog will have his day.
Give him good watch, good Horatio, I pray you. Strengthen your patience in this last night's speech. We'll put the matter to the present push. Good Gertrude, give watch over your son. This grave shall have a living monument. An hour of quiet shortly shall we see. Till then, in patience, our proceeding be.
So much for this, sir. Now, shall you see the other? You do remember all the circumstances.
Remembrance, my lord?
Friend, in my heart, there was a kind of fighting that would not let me sleep. Our indiscretion sometimes serves us well, and that should teach us there's a divinity that shapes our ends.
That is most certain.
Up from my cabin on my voyage to England with Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, groped I to find out and had my desire. Fingered their packet and finally withdrew back to my room again, where I found Horatio of royal knavery, an exact command that my head should be struck
Is
off.
it possible?
Here is the commission. Read it at your leisure, but will you hear how it proceeds?
I beseech you.
Being thus netted around with villainies, I sat down, devised a new commission, wrote it fair, we know the effect.
Aye, good my lord.
An earnest conjuration from the king. As England was his faithful tributary, as love between the north and palm might flourish, that of the view and knowing of the contents, without debating further, more or less, he should the bearers to sudden death.
How was this sealed?
Oh, why, even that was important. I had my father's signet in my purse, which was the model of that Danish seal. Folded the went up in formulator, described it, gave the impression, placed it safely, the changeling, you never know.
So Guildenstern and Rosencrantz go to it?
Why, friend, they did make love that moment. They're my conscience.
Hi, what a king is this?
Does not he standing now upon? He, that fact, killed my king and abhorred my mother.
It must be shortly known to him from England what is the issue of the business there.
It will be short. The interim is mine, and a man's life, no more than to say one. But I am bitterly sorry, good Horatio, to Laertes I did forget myself. For in the image of my cause, I see the portraiture of his. I'll count his favors. But sure, the bravery of his grief did put me to a towering passion.
Peace, who comes here? Your lordship is right welcome. Come back to Denmark.
I humbly thank you, sir. Does all this water
Oh,
flow?
good my lord. Sweet lord, if your lordship were at leisure, I should impart a thing to your majesty.
I think you will. Put your bonnet to his right use. 'Tis for the head.
I think your lordship is very hot.
No, it is very cold. The wind is northerly.
It's a different cold, my lord, indeed.
But yet, methinks it is very sultry and hot for my complexion.
Exceedingly, my lord, it's very sultry. As for, I cannot tell how. But, my lord, his majesty made me signify that he has a great wager on your head. Sir, this is the matter.
I beseech you, remember.
Now, good my lord, for my knees in good faith. Sir, here is newly comes courtly Laertes. Believe me, an absolute gentleman, full of most excellent differences, of very soft society and great show. Indeed, to speak feelingly of him, he is the calm or calendar gentry, for you shall find in him the continent of what part a gentleman would see.
Sir, his divided suffers no tradition in you. I find him to be a soul of great article, and his infusion of such sterling awareness, to make true depiction of him. His semblance is his mirror, and who else would trace him his umbrage nothing more?
Your lordship speaks most infallibly of him.
The relevant sir. Why do we wrap the gentleman in our more broader role?
You are not ignorant of what excellent Laertes is.
I dare not confess it, lest I should compare with him in excellence. But to know a man, were to know himself.
I mean, sir, for his weapon. But in the imputation laid on him by now, in his means unfellow.
What's his weapon?
Rapier and dagger.
That's two of his weapons. Well,
The king hath laid that in a dozen passes between yourself and him, he shall not exceed you 3 hits. He hath laid on 12 or 9. And if it come to immediate trial, if your lordship would vouchsafe the answer.
how if I answer no?
I mean, my lord, the opposition of your person in trial.
Sir, I will walk here in the hall. If it pleases his majesty, this is the breathing time of day for me. Let the oils be brought, the gentleman willing, the king hold his purpose. I will wait for him as I can. If not, I will gain nothing but my shame and the audience.
Shall I redeliver your means, sir?
To this effect, sir, which your nature might flourish well.
I commend my duty to your lordship.
Yours! She does well to commend it herself. There's no tongue for Elsa's turret.
His black wing runs away with the jowl on her head. My lord, his majesty commends him to you by own oath to recoup brings back to him that you attend him in the hall. He sends to know that your pleasure holds to play with Laertes, or if that you'll take a longer time.
I am constant to my purpose. They hold the king's pleasure.
The king and queen and all are coming down.
In happy time.
The queen desires you to use some gentle entertainment to Laertes before you fall to play.
She well instructs me.
You will lose this wager, my lord.
I do not think so. Since Laertes has gone away to France, I have been in continual practice. I will win at the odds, but thou wilt not take all ills about my heart. That is no matter.
Your mind is like anything, obey it. I will forestall the repair hither and say you are not fit.
Not a writ, we defy augury. There's a special providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be now, 'tis not to come. If it be not to come, then it will be now. If it be not now, then it will come. The readiness is all.
Come, Hamlet, come take a stand for me.
Give me your pardon, sir. I've done you wrong, but pardon this, you are a gentleman. From this forth, and you may well know as truly yourself, how my disposition has been all's ill. I, from what your nature, honor, and exception might perceive, I do proclaim was madness. Sir, in this audience, let it be the breathing time of day that I have shot the arrow over the house and hurt my brother.
I'm satisfied of nature. Whose motive in this case should stir me most to my revenge. But in my terms of honor, I stand aloof, and will no reconcilement till by some elder master of known honor I have voice and precedent of peace to keep my name on the order. But till that time, I do accept your offered love like love, and will not wrong it.
I embrace it freely, and will this brother's wager frankly play? Give us some foils, come on.
Come, one for me.
I'll be your foil, Laertes. In mine ignorance, your skill shall, like a star in the darkest night, stick fiercely off indeed.
You mock me, sir.
No, by the tail.
Give them the foils, young Osric. Have the hand, you know the wager.
Very well, my lord. Your faith has won over the weaker side.
I fear it not. I have seen you both, but since he is better, we have therefore odds.
This is too heavy. Let me see another.
This likes me well. Have foils all lengths. Send me the stoops of wine on that table. Hamlet give the first or second hit, or and quit it answer the third exchange. Let all the battlements their ordnance fire. The king shall drink Hamlet's better breath, and in the cup a union shall he throw, richer than that which 4 successive kings in Denmark's crown have worn. Come, begin, and you, the judges, bear a wary eye.
Come on, sir.
Come, my lord.
One.
No.
Judgment.
Our hit's a very probable hit.
Well, again.
Say, give me drink. Hamlet, this pearl is thine. Here's to thy health. Give him the cup.
I'll play this bell first. Said by a while. Come.
Another hit. And the same.
Touch. Touch, I do confess.
Our son shall win.
He's fat and skint of breath. Oh, here, Hamlet, take my napkin and wipe my brow. Or else it's to your fortune, Hamlet.
Good Gertrude, do not drink.
I will, my lord, I pray your pardon.
It is the poison covered plate.
I do not drink yet. Fine, bar.
Come, let me wipe thy face.
My lord, I'll hit him now. I do not drink. Yet his soul's face my obvious.
Come to the third Laertes, you but dally. After you claim me your best violence, I am here to make a walk.
Say you so. Come on.
Part them, they are insane.
Nay, come. Again.
Look to the queen there. Ho!
You bleed on both sides. How is it, my lord?
How is Laertes?
Why, as a woodcock to my own stay.
in my hand. Unbaited and in venom, the foul practice hath turned itself on me. Lo, here I lie, never to rise again. The mother's poisoned. I can no more. The king's to blame. And venom too. Poison to thy work. Oh, how now, thou incestuous, murderous, damned Dane? This poison is thy union here. Follow my mother. He is justly served. It is a poison tempered by itself. Exchange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. Mine and my mother's death come not upon thee, nor thine on me. Heaven make thee free, mate. I follow thee. Oh, I am dead, Horatio. Wretched queen, adieu. You that will pale and tremble upon this act, you that but would be mute in audience to this change, and I would time as this fellow sergeant dead is such a quick understood. Oh, I can tell you now. Believe me, Horatio, I am dead. Thou wouldst report me and my cause to be satisfied.
Never believe it. I am more an antique Roman than a Dane. Here's yet some liquor left.
Please come.
No.
Let go. My hand shall have it. Oh, good Horatio. What a wounded name. If thou didst ever hold me in thy heart, absent me from publicity while, that you would bear this dark, damp world, and in thy word tell my story. What is that warlike noise?
From Fortinbras with conquest come from Poland to the ambassadors of England, which this warlike volley.
Oh, my God, Horatio. The poison has overcrowded my spirits. I cannot live to hear the news from England, but I will prophesy of the election lights on Fortinbras. Make him heedful note to let him know of the events that have occurred. The rest is silence.
Oh, cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince. The flights of angels sing thee to thy rest. Why does the drum come hither?
I have some right to memory in this kingdom, which now to claim my vantage doth invite. Where is this sight?
What is it ye would see? If aught of woe or wonder cease your search.
This quarry cries on havoc. O proud death, what feast is for to thy eternal self, that thou so many princes at a shot, so lovely hast struck. The sight is dismal.
You from the Poland wars give order that these bodies high on the stage be placed to view, and let me speak to the yet unknowing world of how these events came to be. Here, carnal, bloody, and unnatural acts, accidental judgments, casual slaughters, of deaths put on by cunning and forced cause, and in this upshot, purposes mistook, fallen on the inventive's reeds. All this can I truly deliver.
Then let us haste to hear it, and call the noblest to the audience. For me, with sorrow, I embrace my fortune.
Of that I shall also have cause to speak, and from his mouth whose voice will draw on more. But let this thing be presently performed, even while men's minds are wild, lest more mischance on plots and errors happen.
Let 6 captains bear Hamlet like a soldier to the stage. For he was likely, I didn't put on, to prove most royal. Before his passage, the soldiers' music and the rites of war stood proudly for him. Take up the bodies. Such a sight as this becomes the field, but here shows much amiss. Go. Bid the soldiers shoot.
Act was about 6 minutes shorter, so that's good. The second act was about 2 minutes longer. But anyway, we have to block the curtain call now, folks. It's not going to be too elaborate. And I'm going to do something that I remember seeing at the Globe when I saw Titus Andronicus. And if I don't like it, I'll cut it. But I'm going to have the dead bodies stay laying on the stage until it's their time to stand. Okay. So the dead bodies can stay laying down. Everybody else, get where you were near the end. Okay. All right. The first thing that's going to happen is the players are going to bow together. So what we're going to have, dead bodies, blackout, and then the players, Reese and Raquel, you're going to cross down those steps in the light. The lights will come up. Careful not to step on the swords, okay? And the bodies. And then Ruthie and Lydia, you're going to come out here, and you're going to meet in the center here. Let's see how this faces out. I think maybe you two in the middle, and then Ruthie, you're pointed slightly there, and Reese, you're pointed slightly there. Okay? Probably right about on this scene. Okay? And then what I'd like to do, the worst thing in the world is a long curtain call. Sometimes in a thrust you bow to every side. But we're not going to do that by walking there. So we're actually going to start by everybody's going to point yourself that way. You're going to bow to them. Reese will lead it. Okay? Then you'll turn to the middle. Bow to the middle. You guys lead it. Okay? And then Ruthie will lead that one. Bow to that one. Okay. And then you guys are going to cross upstage left. So follow Ruthie and kind of go stand in that area up there. Okay? All right. Next will be Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Okay? You two are both off, so you're going to run up to the center. Okay? In the order you normally come, so Danny will lead. Okay? And you'll look at that side first. You'll bow, and then center. Okay? Bow there, and that side. Okay? And then you're going to go to upstage right. Here where you spend so much time looking at the living people, okay? And then we're going to have Laertes and Ophelia. So the way we're going to do it is Ophelia is going to come in. He's going to have his eyes shut. So you're going to
And then the next is going to be Polonius and Horatio. So Horatio, I think what I'm going to have you do is in the blackout, if you can make your way upstage and kind of be hanging around up there, just so you're not in the focus. You'll come this way, and Polonius will come here. You'll meet at the center, and then again we'll always go right, center, left. Okay? And then we'll split off. You'll go with them, and you'll go with them. Find a spot up there. Okay. Yes. And next we have, of course, our king and queen. So you'll kind of have to somehow sneak it on. Okay. And what you're going to do is you'll go down that way and you'll go around that way while they're bowing, hopefully. You always want to be moving just as they're leaving. So, okay. And you'll go right, center, left. Okay, and then what I'd like to have next happen is Hamlet. You'll have time to do this. I'd like you to come up, a place called Hamlet. So I'd like you, when they're bowing, to step out from the center up here. Okay, so you get up on the center platform and come through the curtain. Okay, let's see. We should probably. Oh, Ethan! I forgot about Ethan! I'm so sorry, Ethan. I'm so sorry.
It's more mysterious if I don't.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Oh, I knew I forgot something. I looked at the cast list, but I skipped that. Okay. Ethan's the only other one I'm missing, right?
After Hamlet bows, I'll
I think it would make sense if you went with the players. Is that okay? Join in that group. So we'll practice it there. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, Ethan. No, nothing personal. Okay. So after you guys bow, I'm just going to have you cross and stand in that gap right there. You should be together, Dad. Go that way. Yeah. You guys don't deserve to be together.
I was thinking wrong.
Okay. And as they're splitting, you'll kind of come out. Everyone, of course, will be on their feet. Here. Bow, bow, bow. Okay? From here. And then, the next thing that will happen is the crew. We're going to do this in two ways. The first one, I'd like it if we get, when Hamlet's going to refer, and then all of you will follow his lead from where you are and point up to the booth. And the light will click on. If we can have somebody click the light on so we can see their faces. Can one of you be standing near a light switch? Is that possible? I like it when we do that. Oh. Wrong place.
The slider!
There! And then he's going to go down here. Nobody knows that the puppetry is happening in there. So you point up there, light click on, it'll hopefully click off. And then you point here, and you guys will run out and just then from the corner wave the puppets, and then you can run off. Okay? And then the final thing that I like to do is led by the people on the end. So I like to make a circle again. Everybody coming in. So you will lead, and Claudia will lead, and fill in. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go this way. The top of it. We can just put that in. Okay. And now you can step down this way. From here. Okay. Don't blow your knee out or anything. God gave me long legs. Okay. And then with that, Hamlet will be in the middle if you want to join hands. He'll lead the final group bow up and down. Okay. And then you'll go on the nearest entrance. So if we're half you guys that way or that way. Let's not go too long. You guys can go that way. Okay, can we practice it? Okay, how can I forget about you? I guess we can try to get the running through it It's a common response after something like that. They just may sit there for a little bit. Let's see how long they'll sit there. The lights will come up, and probably out of embarrassment, somebody will start applauding. So our first players, come on, go!
David, go! David, go!
Perfect. So that, with space out, that works good. Okay. That way, up to the right first, to the center, to the left. Okay, after they're leaving, next one's going again. Okay, right. Left. Okay. Everyone else, come on, thank God, what's happening? Okay, good, awesome, I'll send you a bunch of notes. I have a bunch of them. There were some scenes in the second half or second hour that didn't go as well as yesterday, but there are other scenes that went much better. I'll just say that I was waiting for this to happen. To finish shows I directed, you know I always say this. It hasn't happened yet. Where for about a 20-minute stretch, I forgot to take notes because I was enjoying it so much. So that happened twice. So that's a good sign. It captured me. I couldn't be critical. I was just so that's a good sign. All right. We've got one more crack at it before we've got.